What are we working on today?
Well, it's a 1930 Model A four-cylinder, 40 horsepower. According to the numbers on the other side, it was produced in September of 1930. I picked it up about a week ago for parts, try to save it. I'm getting the process of soaking the motor down because the motor's stuck from setting for so many years. I pulled the spark plugs out of it, and now I'm going to soak the cylinders, fill the cylinders up with a 50-50 mix that I use. 2 quarts of transmission fluid and 2 quarts of kerosene. I like the old style, type Ford type F fluid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill these cylinders up to where I can see that they're full. I like to fill them all the way up so I can watch them.
And what's the purpose of doing that?
Well, that'll give me an idea if all the cylinders are stuck or just 1 or 2. Because if I come out tomorrow and see that they are empty, then I'll know, and one's not, then I'll know I just have 1 cylinder that's stuck.
Okay, so the one that would still be full would be stuck.
Exactly. And the other 3, if that's the case, then the other 3 would have drained around the pistons into the crankcase. Then there's always one that's all the way down. That takes a whole lot of, oh man. Got closed valves on that one. Or open valves, I'm sorry. That one's full already.
The extra oil and kerosene doesn't seem to hurt the engine on the outside either,
No,
does
not
it?
at all. Actually, it'd be more beneficial than a deterrent. I also have a counterweight up front, hanging off the front of the crankshaft. Yeah, see, they're all full. This one's drained off already. So that might be a good thing or a bad thing. It might be a valve that's stuck open on that cylinder. But the other 3 are full, as you can see from the excess that's running off.
Alright, let's see this counterweight you have attached to the front of the motor here. What's the purpose of this block on an extended rod?
Well, I have the transmission in neutral. With the pistons being stuck, with the counterweight, I have weight on the pistons at all times this way. So as it gets free, that'll help free it.
A little bit of tension on it to encourage it to move. Is that the idea?
That's it. We have constant tension on what's going on inside that motor. I've never not had this work for me. This has always worked for me. I've done this 6 or 7 different times.
Okay, so we should, how long does this take before you know if it's going to turn? A couple days? Or?
You never know. You just never know. I might come out here tomorrow morning and that cement block will be on the ground. And if it is, then I know it worked.
It's free then. The motor's free.
The motor will turn over. And then if this motor turns over, without taking it apart and rebuilding it, I'm going to try to get it running just to see how bad it runs.
Okay.
It may have been 50 years since this motor has started and ran.
So let's check back for video number 2 to see if it actually turns over in a few days.
Let's do that. Sounds like a good idea.